figured I'd jump on here and say hi to everybody. It's been a while. I was doing a lot of lives in the past, but it's been a minute before since I've done. I would say like maybe about 3 weeks ago I did a live. That was the last time, and we had a good time. There was a lot of people in the chat, and we talked about some good computer tips and things like that. And I was just telling people, and I was thinking about like what are the topics that I can talk about with you guys, and a lot of things like Windows 11. You know, people ask me about Windows 11, like should they get it? And can tell you that it really depends on your computer itself, because if you have an older computer with older hardware, if you upgrade from Windows 10. Hey Isabel, great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Always a pleasure to have you. So what I always say is like talking about Windows 11 is if you're on an old system, whether it be a laptop or a desktop, whatever it is, that you should stay on Windows 10, because I'll tell you what usually happens, and this is pretty common, and I've noticed this. That is, if you upgrade to Windows 11 on an old computer, and it'll work and everything, but when it comes time to doing the updates, or when there's any updates available, you'll get a message from Microsoft saying that your computer is not ready for Windows 11. You know, it's not fit for Windows 11, like compatibility wise. So I always say, like, if you have a new computer, I can understand that, because Windows 11 does have some good features to it, and a lot of people like it, and it does run pretty fast, and it's a pretty good operating system. There's a couple of different things that they added from Windows 10, and it's a little bit different. And I personally like Windows 10, so I stay with it. I could have Windows 11. I mean, my computers are fast enough to run Windows 11. I have enough memory and all that. But I just chose to stay on Windows 10 because most of the computers that I fix in my business are Windows 10 computers. And, here and there I'll work on Windows 11. But and those computers will break too, believe it or not. People think, well, I got a new computer. There's nothing going to be wrong with it. But I have to tell you that what happens these days with these new computers is that the company that you buy it from, if it's not a custom made, they lump so much bloatware on there, and then it slows down the computer. If you don't know what bloatware is, it's just a lot of extra programs, a lot of stuff. Like if it's an HP, for example. Whoever came in the room, please do a thumbs up. Great to see you here. Like HP, for example, just as an example, they'll put a whole bunch of stuff in there. Um, as different programs for HP and all this stuff, and most of that stuff you don't even need. It's just taking room up on your hard drive and slowing the computer down. A lot of these antivirus companies do that too. Like you'll get Symantec, McAfee, and Norton. I tell people take that off as soon as you can. If you want to use the trial, great. But I can tell you that like Norton will use up a lot of your Windows resources on a new computer, even an older computer. It don't have to be new. It's just Norton in general is a resource hog inside your Windows operating system, and it will slow your computer down. And matter of fact, when I work on people's computers, I always take that Norton off of there, because 9 out of 10 times, that's one of their big problems. as far as speed goes. That Norton is very, very, very um, memory intense, using up your memory. Even when it's not running, if it's running in the background, it's still using your memory because it starts up. If you have it on your startup menu, it starts up when the computer starts up. So it's going to use your memory and all. So I always recommend people taking that off. Or when they bring the computer to me, I take it off myself because I'm doing you a good service if I take it off. Um, because no, it's not good. Now I use like the free versions, like that don't change your computer at all. They're standalone um, antiviruses like AVG, Avast, CCleaner, which cleans out a lot of junk in your computer, and that's free. People think, and I understand that all of that marketing out there, people get fooled. Every once in a blue moon, I will go to Best Buy. I might buy something, but I just love to look around at all the new tech stuff. I feel like running up to people when they're buying like a $75 CD antivirus and stopping them, but I can't do that. That's not my call, you know. But people will spend money on these antiviruses and they get fooled into believing it's going to protect their computer. It's going to prevent them from getting viruses or any problems. And in one sense, that is correct. But in the long, thinking about it, understanding about these programs, they're going to slow your computer down. So if you don't know that your computer would run faster without it, you might think, oh, maybe the computer's just a little slow, or I may have a problem with the computer, the software. But like I said, most of the time, a big culprit is those antiviruses that you pay for, because they are programmed to change the way Windows works, and that is not a good thing because you have so much memory and so much speed in your computer, and when these other programs are in the background running, that is taking away from the memory that you have. So it's using the memory without even you knowing it in the background. That's why I always tell people go into your task manager and take off all this stuff on the startup and restart the computer. And then once you do that, you can see it in my videos. I have videos about that. I have plenty of videos telling people how to speed up their computers. And all you got to do is watch a couple of them, and you'll see that having making these little changes to your computer, changing some system settings around, will make your computer work a lot better and a lot faster. That's why I always tell people, people ask me, well, what about these cleaning programs, like the all-in-one cleaner? And I say the same thing. I say, nope, don't get it. The only programs that I recommend are the standalone programs. And what I mean by standalone is you download your free program off the internet, and that's all you're getting is that program and nothing else with it, not a whole bunch of software that goes along with it, not a big file, Avast AVG free version, CCleaner, and Malwarebytes free version are very small files, and those programs don't interfere with how Windows works. They don't try to change anything. All they do is monitor your computer. They don't slow your computer down, and they work good. Now, obviously, these companies want to make money. That's why they're in business. So they do offer, paid versions, and you can get those paid versions. But I always found those free versions good enough and very useful. So I always keep the free versions, and I've been doing that, using those free versions for like around 20 years. and they work good. And I've put them on people's computers over the years, and I've never really had any complaints. Because why pay, $75 a year for antivirus software that you can get for free? Hey, 351, how's it going? 351 Cleveland in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Just came on, figured I'd do a live stream. We've been talking about Windows 11 and free programs, things like that. Now, a lot of people don't know, a lot of new people that are advanced computer users, most of them know that even if you don't have your own antivirus software that you download, Windows does have a program called Windows Defender, and it is pretty good, and it's built into the operating system. So you just need to make sure that it's working. If you never buy an operating system or never download a free antivirus, it'll be already on your computer. Making too much money, if you only made 10% of that, we would have suffered. Right, exactly. Yeah, that's true. So I always tell people, and people, I guess it's a natural reaction. People think if it's free, it really can't be good. How can it be good if it's free? Why would they give you a free program, on the internet that's really going to do something? Well, they want you to buy the paid ones. There are benefits to the paid ones, but it's kind of like if your car's running and good, if it's working, you don't need to fix it. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of people have the analogy: if it's not broke, don't fix it. And it's kind of like if you have a program that works and it doesn't cost you any money, keep on using it. And that's what I've done since day one, since I got a computer, years ago. Once I learned about the free programs, I've always used them. And, you have to download the updates and everything like that. Any advice for good security for some? Well, you can get a free version of CCleaner for your Android. I have CCleaner. You just go to the Play Store and type in CCleaner, free version, and you could download that. I use that on my phone. It does a good job cleaning out stuff. It's just called CCleaner. C as in cat, cleaner, all one word. And that does a good job. I've been using that for a while, and it really works. Just clean junk off your phone. So that's a good one. And I use also, if people that do editing on their computer, like making videos, doing editing, another great program is DaVinci Resolve Beta, and that's what I use. You can make really good, edit really good videos. Just put a C in front of that, Isabel. Just put another C, 2 C's. And then you put free version. CCleaner, in other words, C and then cleaner, but it's all one word. And that's what you got to do. So it's 2 C's. And then, go to Play Store and get that. I've always recommended CCleaner because it does a good job. And the computer program CCleaner also has a really good registry cleaner in Windows, so I use that too. And it's funny because I didn't realize it right away. It took me a while to realize they even had a registry cleaner that cleans up a lot of junk in your computer. So I also use that on my computer, and I really like it. and it works good. That's all to that, you know. I mean, technically, you don't even need to buy Microsoft Office because you can get plenty of free open source Office type programs. Sure, Isabel, you're welcome. You know, there's a few open source ones that people use, and then you could look at my USB drive, Seat Cleaner. It says it right on there. I take it with me wherever I go to fix somebody's computer. Seat Cleaner. I install it and I do the cleaning instead of downloading it. This is the latest version, and it's 100% free. It's funny, you can go to someone's house that has a slow computer, install this program, run it, and I'm not saying it's going to do everything on the computer to clean it, but it will do enough if you run the cleaner to notice that your computer's running faster. That's what's so interesting with this program, you know. And people, I just don't know why. Maybe we're programmed to believe, you know, you have to spend a lot of money to get something good, but you really don't, you know. I have 20-year-old computers that I use every day. And people say, well, because you know about computers. Yeah, I know about computers, but my computers, thank God, haven't broken, and I've been using them for a long time. And they're older, you know. A lot of people want to get the latest, greatest thing out there. And if you need the latest, greatest, because that's what you do, is high-end stuff, then I can understand, you know, getting that. But you're never ever going to have the best of anything because even MSI, which is a high-end laptop and desktop company, every time they come out with something, another company will come out with something similar. So, you know, by the time you get the best computer, there's another best computer out there. That's why if I build a computer for somebody, like a custom built computer, first thing I ask them, and the first thing you should ask somebody is, what are you going to use the computer for? Because if you just want a decent computer and you don't want to buy something off the shelf, you know, you could have a nice mid-range computer and that'll be fine. But if you want decent a computer for gaming, then you have to go with the high performance stuff. So it's really important to know what you're going to use the computer for before you start, you know, buying parts for a new computer that you want to put together. Um, because a lot of people have this thing, they think, well, if I get a good computer and I don't need to do all these things, maybe later on I'll need it. Well, maybe true, but there'll always be upgrade capability in your computer, you know, depending on what you have. All the computers have upgrade capability. And, you know, I don't go to these stores much, these computer stores, but sometimes I'll go. Because I usually buy my stuff online. You know, whatever I need for my customers, I'll buy it on, like, Amazon. Mostly Amazon, because they have really fast shipping. I'll buy my stuff on there. And I got a friend that has a computer shop down the street, and if I need something in a hurry, I'll go down there and buy it from him if he has it. And yeah, you could save money. Why does my Wi-Fi keep cutting out? My live stream, it's been cutting out. That's like the second time it cut out. I'm using my phone. Usually I do a live stream, I use my computer, but right now I'm using my phone. Hey, Isabel, okay. So, great to see you guys, especially 351 and Isabel. Glad you guys are in here. And it's always good to do a live stream and talk to everybody. I got my music going in the background. Very, very low. You might hear it, but it is kind of low. That's my guy, Bob Dylan. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate all the support I get from you and from other people. Hey, yes, 351. Man with the plan. So yeah, and it's kind of like when I tell people, well, if you need a faster computer, you can get more memory and put it in your computer. If your computer will support it, if it's able to be upgraded, you can add more memory to it. You can also get an SSD hard drive, which is solid state hard drive. It's the latest technology. M.2 is another hard drive that goes right on your motherboard, and then you have the SSD. They're both fast. The M.2 on your motherboard is much faster. But hey, if you get away from the old slow hard drive, SSD or M.2, either one of them will help you out. Now, it depends on what type of motherboard you have that you can get an M.2. You have to have that slot on your motherboard. It has to be like a mid-range to upper mid-range motherboard in order to get that. But any computer will benefit from an SSD hard drive and more memory. It will speed it up. And as I always tell people, doing the maintenance, if your computer used to be faster and now it's slower, you can remove programs that you don't use. You can back up stuff, take it off your computer, like get an external. You can get an external hard drive and save a lot of information, onto that. So your hard drive don't have that much stuff on it. That will help speed up your computer. And watching my videos will definitely help because I have a lot of videos that will help you. And I watch people's videos all the time. People that do computers. I learn too. Nobody knows everything. I'm always learning. Oh yeah, 351, a lot cheaper. It's amazing. You can get yourself a 1 terabyte for like around $30 now. It's like when the digital watch came out years ago. It was so expensive, and then not long after, the prices went way down. So that's what I tell people, and I tell my customers, hey, you get an SSD hard drive, it's going to run so much faster. Your computer's going to run really good, and adding memory is really secondary to SSD, but adding memory will help also if your computer will take it. But any Windows 10 computer will benefit if the user has an SSD hard drive. And I have them in all my computers now. I wouldn't even install a regular hard drive in somebody's computer um, because SSDs are so much better. I mean, a lot of people, there are people that like to use the older drives to save data, but it's going to slow down your first drive, and you don't want that to happen. So I always try to recommend that if you're going to go with an SSD hard drive, you don't have that hard drive in the background, that old mechanical one. And to us, it was great because that's all there was. So, 5700 RPM hard drive or 7200 RPM, back in the day was like, the best thing out there. But now we have solid state and there's no moving parts. That's why it's so fast. the SSD, solid state hard drives. And like you said, the prices are like, so much cheaper now that it's no reason why people shouldn't get one. If you want to get your computer faster, I always put them in. I have a supply of them here, different sizes, and M2s. I have a couple of them, and I always install them in my customers' computers, and people love them. Now, if you're gaming, M2 is definitely a lot faster, but they do heat up, so you have to have adequate cooling in your computer. But I even recommend people putting an SSD if they're gaming, because they're not as fast as the M2, but they won't get as hot, and they run, they are slower, but you can still use them for gaming, and they still work well with a gaming system. But I get people debating me on that. Oh, M2, well, it's the best for gaming. I'm like, I understand it's very fast, but if you run your computer for 8 hours a day, that's going to heat up and it's going to wear out a lot faster, overheat than SSD would. M.2s are great if you're going to use your computer an hour here, an hour there. But if you're going to use it all the time, long hours, I would say SSD is better. The way to go. That's my opinion, everybody has their own opinion. That's just what I believe. And, but any kind of cleaning and upgrade will make your computer run better. And also, I always tell people to, call your internet company. Make sure you're getting what you're paying for, because I was using my internet for a while, and I'm thinking this is running kind of slow. I mean, I'm not paying for the fastest internet, but I wasn't even getting 300, and I was paying for 300. So I called up, I did some speed tests on my computer, and I was like, whoa, I gotta find out what's going on. So eventually they went up to, I'm getting 500 now for the same price as 300. So they must have did something to their system, which is good because my internet's faster now for the same price. But it's always a good idea to check with your internet company and go online. Just type in speed test. There's a couple of different tests you can do to test your upload and download speed on your computer. And then call the company, write those numbers down, call the company, and find out what your plan is and what you're paying for and what you're getting. It will fluctuate a little bit every time you do a scan, but it should be around that same number. Because if you're paying for companies, a certain amount, you should get that. Oh yeah, they do that all the time. I get these calls and, oh, you want to get a faster internet? And I always like to just get what I'm paying for. I don't do really a lot of downloading and uploading. I don't really need anything that fast for what I use it for. But if you are paying for, you should get what you're paying for. And if you're just doing basic stuff, internet and email and YouTube, things like that, nothing over the wall, nothing high end. Basic internet should be enough. But if you want faster speeds, yes, you have to pay for them. But make sure you're at least getting what you're paying for. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you're getting cheated, and that's kind of crazy. Like my electric bill, it went up, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Did they raise the price or something? everything seems to be going up. Same with my car insurance. I was paying like $75 less or $80 less, and seemed like, oh, what the heck? They raised my car insurance again, and then I'm calling around, and they're all raising them. You know, everything seems to be out of control as far as the cost of living is just like ridiculous, you know. And it used to be better, but I don't want to get into politics. But I don't approve of our president and administration because we had a lot better before, and we also had prices under control. And we need that again. We really need to lower it, especially gas and everything else, essential things. And the rents and the buying a home, that all got to come down because come on now, people can't hardly afford this stuff. I mean, people that work, oh yeah, that's the truth, Isabel. You know, come on now. I mean, not everybody can afford. I mean, senior citizens that are on a fixed income, older people can't even afford their medicine. A lot of times they gotta choose between food and medicine. I mean, that's kind of crazy. But you're right, you know, that's true. That goes for everything. I don't care if you're making, I don't care what your income is, or people just, most people cannot afford those prices that we're paying. It's the same gallon of milk as 20 something years ago or 40 years ago, but now we're paying. But now the same gallon of milk is like 4 something. Now that don't make much sense. The same stuff now, it's probably not even as good as it used to be because I heard they put stuff in it. I try to buy the milk without all them hormones and additives, you know. And that's even high. Yep, you're right. 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, that's true, 351. I guess they figure you're going to use it more, so everything is higher now because everybody's using it, especially if you live in hot states like we do. You know, here in Florida, it's hot all the time, so. But, you know, in the winter months, it's not as bad. And I try to keep my fans on instead of running the AC that much. Yeah, I try to keep my AC low, you know, because my ceilings are low. And it's not, you know, and the fans usually cool the place. So I really try to stay on that because it's better, you know. I'll be right back. You guys hold on. I'll be back. cleaner stuff. Well, we're right back. I'm back. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you 100%. I would say keep the money in your county, in your area. You know, better off supporting local businesses because these stores, I mean, big stores, they put a lot of people out of business. Mom and pop stores, they can't survive with these. If we keep spending our money in these big places. Everybody's going to have to go back to having a garden and growing your own food. When I grew up, we always had a garden. You know, we had a big garden in our backyard. Only thing we ever bought at the store was like milk and bread. But my grandmother used to make her own bread, so a lot of times we didn't even need bread. So, I don't know if you hear my fan in the background. It might be kind of loud. I'll move my camera. Oh. Yeah. We need to go back to the old days. The old days were good. Before the internet, right? The old days. Well, I mean, I feel sorry for the kids today, but then again, the kids today are kind of lazy because all they do is play with the computer and the Xbox. Wait till they get older, they're going to be lazy adults. That's all they want to do. I was a kid, and my parents used to make me do paper route and do errands around the house. These kids are running the parents these days. You didn't talk back to your parents. If you did, you got smacked. Now the kids are suing their parents. Yeah, it's just how it is. Good old days. Never gonna see them again, but never gonna forget them either. I would like to go back to it, but yeah, everything changes. Right. You're right about that. Yep, you're right. Need to get our message out there. Hey, East Dad, great to see you. Haven't been seeing you in a while. East Dad here, everybody. We got East Dad. We got Isabel. We got 351 Cleveland. Make sure you all check each other out and support each other. East Dad is a good friend of the MSL Computer Tips. Oh, yeah. Hey, my friend. Got my other friend in here, 351 Cleveland. Make sure you guys support each other and please thumbs up and please support this channel. Um, I've been trying to keep this channel going, still moving along. I haven't done a lot of live streams. 351, I think you were at the last live stream. But I have been making videos and I have been doing that kind of stuff. No, I just keep on going, you know. I'm like that ever-ready battery, I guess. Right, Isabel, you're right about that. I mean, the whole thing is like, all those things are good, but, you know, to an extent. And it's sad because a lot of times, I'm not saying I don't want to make money or nothing, but a lot of these kids with these gaming systems, they'll sit home 10, 12 hours a day and play with the computer, you know? And I can't believe these parents just, that's the kind of kids that they're growing up. They're going to grow up like that. Become lazy adults. Yeah, we got 351. We got East Dad and Isabel. Everybody make each other family. And Mike's Computer Tips here. I did take a couple of years off and then I came back. This was months ago, but I do like my channel. I don't have a big channel, but I have a lot of good subscribers. I'm probably up to 1,450 around right now. I don't have a big channel, but I've met a lot of good people, and all you guys are part of my channel, you know. You guys make my channel what it is. Good place for everybody to meet up and just talk, give some computer tips, and learn from each other, you know. That's what it's all about. It's funny because my dad used to tell me to turn the lights off when I was a kid. And I'd be like, what is he talking about? Now I'm always like, turn the lights off. That electric bill's too high. I never thought I was going to become my dad, but I guess that's what happens. Oh, thanks a lot, sir. I appreciate it. My other friend 351's on here too. Make sure you show him love. Make sure you show 351 Cleveland love. We don't want to leave him out. And we got East Dad. Anybody? Make sure you support East Dad at 351 Cleveland. We got 3 thumbs up. We got Isabel here in the house. East, gotcha. Hey, where do you live again? I forgot. You told me a while back. You live in the East, or that's just your name? We got East, we got Isabel, and 351. Oh, okay. I grew up in New York, in the suburbs of New York. That's a good name. East, because you're east. Oh, that's good, Isabel. You're going to save some money there. I'm almost ready to go around. We can set some candles up. Live like the Amish do, kerosene lamp, kerosene and wood stove. Oh, gotcha. You have two sons. You're the East Dad. From the East, yeah. That's where I'm from, the East. Born and raised. I'm in Eastern. Well, I could say north because New York is north. It's kind of north, up north. Everybody says. Oh, that's great, Isabel. Nice if you can keep the light bill low. Save money. Well, what I don't like is when the fan's on and nobody's in the room, or the light's on and nobody's in there. Okay. I used to live in Pennsylvania. I used to live in South Central, Lancaster, where the Amish live. I lived, born and raised in New York, and then I moved to Pennsylvania. I lived there for 20 years. Love Pennsylvania. Just can't stand the cold. Bethlehem for me. Okay, yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I know it well. Oh yeah. Yeah, Pennsylvania is a good place. Oh yeah, winter with a space heater. I know, I used to spend the money trying to heat my house in Pennsylvania, and boy, that oil bill was high. Buying all that oil heat. I had an old house, so the heat would come up from the floor and go right out the window because I had bad windows. So I kind of wasted a lot of the money doing that because I didn't have good windows at the time. Excuse me. Just going through all my paperwork here. Yeah, I hear you. You gotta keep the pipes warm. I know. I used to have them old radiators back in the day. We grew up with them old radiators. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you have a night job. Working at night, I see. Yeah, I'm just straightening up my. Okay, 2 to 10:30. That's not too bad. I used to work at Walmart at one time, and I worked from like 2 or 3 to 11. Right, yeah. That furnace, they run a lot of electricity to keep them things going. This memory is no good. I don't want to break it. wish I had those numbers. My electric bill last month was 145. That's pretty much. That's with the AC running very low. But down here in Florida, you gotta have it on all the time. So it's on 24/7, but it's on like 80. Yeah, you gotta find ways to save, that's for sure. If I don't leave my house, I could save. It seems like every time I go out, it costs me money. Yep. Every time I go out that door, I gotta pay. Oh, okay. Never been to Florida. Well, I grew up in New York, in the suburbs of Westchester. Very nice area. And I moved to PA, and I've been down in Florida here since 2015. And I like Florida, and that's where I'm staying. Moving is just too much of a pain. I like the getting up to the sun. It's always warm. Winters are, I mean, the summers are a little hot, humid, but the winters are very nice. Yeah, I like it. Well, you gotta take a vacation and come on down. Take a vacation, come and visit. Oh, good. I know, that electric bill is high, especially when you need the AC. Can't win, because up north you need heat, and then down in Florida you need AC. That's just how it is. You gotta pay somebody, right? You're gonna get that money regardless. Yeah, my electric bill in the winter is usually around 80 to 100, around $100. But summertime, it seems like it's high. Like 351 Cleveland said, everybody's using their air conditioner. So it's going to go up. Just getting all my wires and stuff arranged here. I got all kinds of wires and stuff. Got to straighten out. Do computer work, end up with wires and a lot of stuff. No such thing as traveling light anymore. Since I got so much stuff. Parts and stuff everywhere. I don't know, every time I move something, it's like I got more stuff. Stuff on top of stuff. Can't win. Every time I try to clean up, stuff everywhere. Yep. Summer down south is the hardest, but in the north winters. Oh yeah, that's true. I know, I go through a lot more winters than I have hot summers. Right. it's hard, man. I deal with all this heat and everything. That's for sure. Clean up this place. Seems like every time I do a job, I gotta clean up again. Got stuff all over the place. Never ends. And I thank God that sometimes I have jobs. That's a good thing. Gotta make your money somehow, right? Putting all my screws together because they're all over the place. They're like everywhere. Hey, it looks like somebody else came in. Who was that? Some more hard drives. Someone timed me out and I was saying goodbye. Well, it wasn't me. My phone's just saying, sitting here as I was saying goodbye. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I haven't even touched my phone. I'm not even on the computer. Well, if you gotta go, have a great night. Thanks for coming east. Appreciate it. Hope I see you soon. Thank you, sir. Great to see you. Oh, okay. That's your other channel, Eastad Plus. Okay, everybody, make sure you check out Eastad Plus also. 2 channels. That'll work. I got no problems dealing with one. But that's good. Eastad Plus, that's the 2nd channel. We'll keep that in mind. If I was on my computer, I would do the moderator thing for you, but I'm on my phone. Did you play Stay Starfield? What's that? I don't know what that is, S'mores. S'mores in the house. I got my Bob Dylan on, if you can hear it. Oh, Netflix. No, I don't play any games, if that's what you mean. Oh, I see. Yeah, not a gamer here. My wife watches Netflix. Sometimes we'll watch a movie. If it's free, I'll watch it. Not into the paid movies. Alright. On that wire. Hey, Tycho, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please do the thumbs up. Tycho's here. Oh, I guess S'mores deleted Tycho. That's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. Right now, here's my nuts. All right. Well, it's looking a little better. Starting to look better here. cleaning up the place. So we've been on for an hour. It's been on for a while. S'mores, why are you timing out Tyco? What is a good computer to get? Well, it depends on what needs you have. What are you going to use it for? What is your budget? Because it really depends on your budget and your needs. I mean, I could tell you some of the best computers you can get. MSI gaming laptop is nice. High-end gaming computers, MSI or Asus motherboards, Intel high-end processor or AMD. But really, that's kind of a broad question. It depends if you want something custom built or something off the shelf. If it's something off the shelf, okay, well, if you need high-end gaming, I would look into high-end MSI or Asus motherboard. You know, you have to get a custom built system if you want to do high-end gaming. And it also depends on budget, because if you want to do real high-end stuff, you're talking a couple $1,000s. I just put in a 28 gig video card in a friend's computer. That video card is over $1,500 alone. So you're talking a lot of money. You really need a high budget to really be, to get really insane stuff. Hey, Coach Mary Maud, great to see you. Thanks for coming. Everybody, please do the thumbs up, and everybody, please support Coach Mary Maud. Support her channel and really check out her videos. She's a good friend, and she does a lot of helping people. So make sure you make her family. Oh, if your budget is $200 or $300, then I would say look for a used gaming system online. Oh, you're welcome, Coach. We have S'mores here. We have Isabel. We have 351 Cleveland. Yeah, a couple other people are in here. Make sure you guys support each other, check each other out, and make each other family. Watch their videos, leave a genuine comment. That's what you got to do. Do it the YouTube way. My favorite gaming, I don't do gaming at all. I'm not a gamer, but I build gaming computers for people. So I couldn't tell you anything about playing games more. I don't play any games. I just build computers for gamers. And there's gamers of all age, not just kids play games, believe it or not. A lot of adults play games too. So it's not just for kids anymore. People of all ages can be gamers. But if you want the high-end good stuff, you have to have a high budget, because to get a really good gaming system, you're talking $700-800 on up. You may be able to get a cheaper gaming system online used for $300 or $400, but if you want real high end, you really have to spend a lot of money. Set up tour. What PCs do you game on? Well, I have some videos on gaming. I don't. I'm going to make some more videos on gaming. I don't do any gaming now, at all. You have to talk to people in the gaming community. They'll help you better, tell you about what games that they play, because I don't play any games. No, I am not in the gaming community. Not at all. I just repair computers and I build computers. But I am not in the gaming community. I deal with a lot of gamers because people do bring me gaming computers to repair. As far as that, I'm dealing with, gamers, consistently. But as far as playing games, you have to talk to your friends and they'll give you good ideas about it if you want to know what they do. Wish I could help you there. So, like I said, everybody support Coach Mary Mod. We got S'mores 1992. We got 351 Cleveland. Dad East. No, Coach Mary Mod is not a gamer. She is a great inspiration channel. She helps people with their life and how to succeed in life and be better and how to be a better human being. If you're interested in all that, which you probably should be, then you will subscribe to her channel. Right, life coach. Yes, you can. You just have to be in the gaming community. Hello, Roger and Amanda. Welcome to the room. Please do the thumbs up, and I appreciate you coming by. But yeah, we've had this chat going for about an hour. I'm going to keep it for a little bit longer, and then I believe I'm going to end the chat. If anybody wants to say anything, or feel free. We have Roger and Amanda Kling. Make sure you check out their channel. Support them the right way. Roger and Amanda Kling. And we have Coach Mary Mod. Make sure you support her. That's a great channel. 351 Cleveland. Make sure you support him and whoever else is in the chat. I'm on my phone, so I really can't tell. If you're here, put a 1 up. Anybody that I didn't mention. But it says there are 7 people, maybe 4 people in the chat right now. Thank you, Coach Mary. And I believe there's about 3 or 4 people or more people hanging around. Okay, there's Isabel. See the Mario movie. Yes, I did see the Mario movie. It was pretty good. I liked it. Make sure you subscribe, Isabel, to Coach Mary Mom. She's a personal friend and she has an outrageous channel, great channel. Go over there and check out Coach Mary Ma's channel and make her family. Hello, David. How's it going? David, please give me the thumbs up. Please give me the thumbs up. Isabel's here. S'mores, David, Coach Mary Ma. Everybody make each other family and support each other. Hey, Z. Z's my friend. Z's Gaming and Home Theater Channel. Yes, sir. Good to see you. Make sure you support Z's Gaming Channel and Home Theater. Great friend of Mike's Computer Tips. And very good channel. And make sure you support Coach Mary Mod. She has an excellent channel. That's great, Isabel. And We do have 8 thumbs up here. If we can get any more, that would be great. I appreciate it. Make sure everybody supports each other and you check out each other's videos, leave a genuine comment, and make each other family. C's Gaming and Home Theater Channel. One of his machine has Windows 7. How can you upgrade to Windows 10? Well, you can go to the Microsoft site and you should be able to upgrade right through Windows 7. But I would recommend watching a video, Z, on how to go from 7 to 10. Yes. We need numbers. We want people to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's Bob Dylan if you like his music. Thank you. I don't want to put it up too high because I don't want to get a copyright strike. You know, you get in trouble for that. That's Bob Dylan. He's a classic. That's very good, Dave. Thank you for subscribing. And everybody check out S'mores, David, Good Eats Homestead. Welcome, welcome. We have Good Eats Homestead. Another great friend of Mike's Computer Tips. Good Eats Homestead. Make sure you check out Coach Mary Mon's channel, Good Eats Homestead. And everybody support each other. Anytime, Z. I'm here if you need anything. Good Eats Homestead. Very good channel. We have Coach Mary Ma, Good Eats Homestead. Everybody support each other. Z's Gaming, Isabel, Somers, David Dorn, Good Eats Homestead, very great channel. And Nightbot is on, I see. And I thank everybody supporting my channel, Mike's Computer Tips, and coming to my live stream. Please watch my videos and you'll learn a lot about your computer. S'mores, nobody in here is a gamer except maybe David. He's probably the only gamer in here. Do you love McDonald's food or McDonald's farm? Which one is that? Oh, gotcha. That's good. I do too. I was going to say, you better cook your own food if you're liking the other one. Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks, Coach Mary. Yeah, watch Family Guy. That's my guy, Family Guy. So we got S'mores. We got Coach Mary Mod. Everybody check out each other's channel. I don't remember. Thank you, Good Eats Homestead. Cook your own food. That's exactly right. Coach Mary has a great statement there. You should do that. You'll save money and you'll eat healthier. Good Eats Homestead. S'mores, Coach Mary Ma in the house. Great channels to support. Good Eats Homestead. It's a long time. Oh, good. DoorDash and Uber. Yeah, Uber's good too. But you should make it at home. You'll save money and you'll eat healthier. All right. Learn how to cook. Make it at home. you'll live longer and you'll live a happier life. The food outside is expensive and it's filled with a lot of chemicals. So cook yourself so you know what's going in the food. Exactly. Coach Mary Mont has a lot of good tips for you, s'mores. I would take those tips and run with them because you will be very successful and happy. How do you cook McDonald's? That's it. That's silly. You can't cook McDonald's because McDonald's isn't even real food. Well, I had to put him in timeout because he's very kidding. Silly, silly, silly. We're here to subscribe, like, share, and comment on each other, make new friends, make permanent friends, and learn a lot from people's videos. If you're not subscribed to Coach Mary Mont, I would go right there now and subscribe, watch her videos, and comments. If you're not subscribed to, let's say, Good Eats Homestead, great friend of Mike's Computer Tips, great channel. Make sure you support Good Eats Homestead. Great to see you again, and I'm glad you're here. David, also, check him out. Great Z's Gaming and Home Theater channel. Make sure you check him out. Another good friend of Mike's Computer. And as always, Isabel, faithful subscriber and good friend of my channel. So on that note, I want to thank everybody for coming. I am going to end this live stream. We've been here for over an hour, and I am glad you guys all came, and I appreciate you, and God bless, and I will see you in the next live stream. Thank you for coming, and have a great night.